Okay, here we are putting in the windows at Tatum's apartment / garage. So, oops. There are the windows, and let's pretend let's give them some depth like the lady in the other movie did. So we'll give it a little bit of setback here, because a lot of times there's a windowsill, and we'll darken that in here and here. And these have a lot of downtown apartments have humongous windows. Now you may be wondering, does anything in these windows go to the vanishing point? Yes, they do. You just put my dog outside to go to the bathroom, but he didn't want to go to the bathroom because it's too cold out. So he decided to go into the house by himself, which he has not done in, oh my goodness. We've had that dog door for about 8 years, maybe longer, and now he's decided to use it because it's really chilly out. So notice I'm putting my ruler, and this does have numbers on it, on the vanishing point, and then I am coming up here to the window, and the top ones will go to the vanishing point. But notice how these things are getting narrower as they come down, like the railroad tracks, they get narrower. So we get to this point, and then we get here, and guess what? We can't see it, but we can see the bottom one. So let me make sure I don't make it too thick, but on this one, we will see it at the bottom. So because of the angle, we have inset here, but not down here. So we will color that in, and you'll see how that looks. And it'll give it a three-dimensional look. Then I'm going to sketch with pencil, like there's furniture in these places. I just think that's fun. You don't have to if you don't want to, but if you do it, make sure that if it's got a flat surface like a desk, and it's looking out the window, that it goes to the vanishing point, because we've got everything going to the vanishing point. Okay, so here is our little apartment building, and maybe right here, Conair has a desk. I'm going to give it some thickness. He has a little lamp here. I'll angle that a little bit. And then he has a chair. And the bottom of the desk would go to, wait for it, a vanishing point. Maybe we should just yell it all out together. And then the side would, because he's angled it so he can look out the window and just see stuff. Oops, straight back with that. So there is Q's little desk, and he has a big old chair behind it and some papers on the desk. They don't have to go to the vanishing point because heavens knows how long they've been laying there waiting for him to fill them out. Lampshade here. So that gives you an idea, and maybe we'll just put some lines here. Now, if we were looking up here, and this person was looking out the window, we would actually see their chin like that. And we might not see their legs at all. This person is just looking out the window up there. And then you can just draw the line straight over the top of this, because that's what you would see. Let's put a little foot on each of those. Right there. See how cool that looks? And maybe in this one we can see some sort of lamp. Who knows? Maybe a table. You can tell I like to do this. And I imagine who'd live there and all sorts of things. So that is Q's place. And then we would have a window on the side because he wants lots of exposure for his office so it'd be bright. And you might have stuff inside there, don't know. Okay, let's start on the next building. I'm not going to make it quite like that. I'm going to have it slightly shorter. And this building is going to have a sunroof or some sort of rooftop place where people could hang out. It's not going to be a balcony like across the street. It's just going to be, we have to take it down to the sidewalk. And here's another little knob. I'm very fond of those knobs. Now, just like your railroad tracks, as you go further away, they start to get closer together. Okay, and whose place is this going to be? You want to sign up? Nah, we'll have it go to the vanishing point. We'll have, that could be part of it, and then we go down further. So what about Cazell? So that would go to the vanishing point. The top and the bottom of the Z would go to the vanishing point. And then there's an E here, so we want to make sure that the bar on the E and the A go to the vanishing point. I made that a little too long. Shoot. Keep your Cazell Arts. And this is going to be an art gallery. And so we'll have a G here for gallery. And maybe like Kezra or Zion across the street, he lives in the gallery. So we got art here and then gallery. Yeah, I kind of spaced that, not great, but I can fix it when I ink it in. One thing, do it in pencil first, and then if you do decide to ink it in, you can always make it tighter together then. And then I'll erase that after. Yeah, that looks better. And then I'm going to put the bar on the G, A, E. Okay, so this is Cazell's Art Gallery. Let's put a big window in front. Window in the front goes to vanishing point. And down here, do you need to write words on your buildings? No, not unless you are very good, but make sure your windows and your doors that face the street go to the vanishing point. I gotta put a door here, so, because we gotta get into this place. And the door might not be as wide as the stuff across the street because he doesn't need to let in cars or anything. He's just taking in paintings. So the top of the door goes to the vanishing point, but I have to stop there because Q sign is there. And then we're going to do what we did here and give it some thickness. So we won't see it on the bottom, but we will see it on the top. And I don't know if I'm going to ink it in or not, but I am going to hang a painting in the window. And I can kind of tell how it's supposed to go just from, and that's supposed to get people to come in and look at the artwork. So let's put a door handle here so they can get in. And you will find that downtown has a lot of glass doors because that's their way of advertising. You want to have lots of openings to show what sort of stuff they have. The bottom of the door would go to the vanishing point. And any top that we see, which is just a little bit there, goes to the vanishing point. Take that line down all the way down. They don't have as big a window as these people across the street because it's not that kind of store. So I'm going to ink that in. So you guys can see it better. Okay. Bottom of the L, bottom of the E. Put a little mark there for that. And then the bar on the E and the bar on the A go to the vanishing point. And eventually, if you do this enough, you won't have to worry about drawing to the vanishing point. You'll see it even if it's not there. But we're not quite at that level yet. So, and put the top of the T to the vanishing point. Then this R is just like this. I make my R's always the same way. And the bar on the A goes to the vanishing point. And because these pencil lines are kind of confusing, give it a second for the ink to dry. We're going to take out those lines that we use to guide us. Maybe I'll take them out on the furniture over at Q's too. And then we're going to put in our little sun porch. I don't know what you'd call it. It's like a penthouse, really. He's got a little potted tree here, up here. There's all sorts of little leaves on it. Squiggle, 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 squiggle for leaves. There. And I sent Kezron through email an image of that that I drew on that paper. I hope that helps him. But he's coming back at 2:30, so don't let me forget, please. Yeah, he says, Okay, we won't be able to see the bar here. If you need a ruler to draw straight up and down, use it. I'm pretty good with straight up and down anymore. Put a little bubble there. See how these start to get closer together? It's just like, and we could suggest the bar on the other side, I guess. So we don't want Trevor falling off the porch here. Okay, let's make sure our sidewalk lines up. And I do that by putting the side of the ruler on the one across the street, and then just going like this. And maybe we'll put an opening here, and put a tree here. I always think it's funny that they make a little opening for the tree. It would be nice if people didn't throw their trash in the tree's little watering space, but it would be nice if the people who own the shops would keep those things going, but humans are not very nice. Okay. There's a building downtown. I think it's the Lincoln Levesque Tower. It used to be the tallest building in town. But now, of course, everybody wants something taller. But I'm going to, yeah, I know. In Denver, it was the May Company, where I used to live. And then it's going to have insets like this. Make sure that's even with the edge of the page. And it's like a steps, you know? Comes up, goes in, and then it comes up again. I don't know why this was ever the fashion, but it was. So it kind of goes like that. I want to take this all the way back and so it hides behind Q's garage and apartment building. Okay, so has a little bit here, but it'd be straight up and down. Goes to the vanishing point, and then this part goes straight up and down. So straight up and down, Fleming, not cattywampus. Make sure these are all straight. Okay, that's better. And it just looks like a box on top of a box on top of a box. So this one comes in, and it goes to the vanishing point. The part goes to the vanishing point. And that part goes to the vanishing point. Okay. Oh, and you know what? We could have an opening between the buildings here. And right in here, people could walk on a sidewalk that went back. This is why we will, now do you have to do that? No, but I think it's kind of cool. Put some grass there. And maybe a bush. There. Now we'll put the windows on this building, and whose building is this going to be? On this side, it's going to say, it's going to have a big billboard. And what will, I think I'm going to make it an ad for a musical in a theater. Because, you know, this is my imaginary town. And we have maybe dancers here. You have to do this? No. But it'd be fun. And these are just stick people. They just have clothes on, so they don't look so stickish, so to speak. Okay. So I'm going to make this Gill. Can't see that. And then it's, make sure, M-O-R-E. So it's going to be Gilmore. And then theater. T-H-E-A-T-E-R. So that's the Gilmore Theater. And let's put this person here with their hair flying in the air as they dance. How are we doing?
You're at 18 minutes on this one, but
Okay.
I don't know the total because we've got 3 separate sections right now.
I'm sorry that I did that, but I have to take care of people, you know.
Yeah.
And sometimes I have to take care of puppies. Okay, so that's the Gilmore Theater here. And maybe this is another building behind that. And who should be that? Let's do something a little more daring. You say, what? No, Miss Fleming, don't do anything daring. Okay, we're going to arch this. And then we're going to say Tammy. Hannon. Spell Hannon right. Yep, another A. Tammy Hannon in. And then you can just imagine, she's probably in Cats. Let's put Cats, the play. She's a big star and she's come to town. Cats. Okay, so Tammy Hannon's going to be in Cats. And put a sign here for Miss Lather. And Miss Lather is going to be a dance teacher, maybe. We'll just put Lather Dance, because that way she can have a dance studio. I'm going to need a tinier pen if I'm going to put Lather in there. It's tiny. Well, we're going to have to imagine the R, because I can't fit it in there. And then dance. Okay, Lather Dance, and let's put a window in there so she can, her dancers will be dancing in the window so that everybody says, oh, look, I could do that. Let me take dance classes from Gianna. Okay. And let's, what they did in the movie was show you about bricks. So what we can do is, you can see the bricks on the side of this building. Do them like this. We'll do it where it's facing us. We could do one of these in bricks, but I don't want to do that yet. That's why she speeded up that film, because she really had to make it fast. And if you're going to put a lot of details in, which we are, you probably want to speed it up. Okay, so you want to keep them pretty even. You don't have to worry about them being perfectly even, because I doubt that we want to measure all of that. You might on the window because they're bigger, but not on the bricks. And this tree's in the way, so see why we put trees in there? Makes life easier. Okay. So where's the bottom of the building? There it is. And for that I could draw right over the tree and come up till I meet the other side of the bricks. Okay, so I have this. Now, how do I make them bricks? Well, you make straight up and down lines like this, and you make them, if there's one here, then the next one is not going to line up exactly with it. Does it have to be perfect? No, I don't care, just so. You don't make them, if you made them straight up and down like that, the whole building would fall over, so don't do that. You get sued. We don't want to get sued. Just want to make our little buildings here. This one's a little bit off. There. So that's how you make the bricks. You can skip a line there and do it every other one, and you might not see every line because the tree's in the way and it's further away. And you can take the bricks all the way up, which I will later, not right now. And you can change the names of the buildings if you want to. You could, if you're Kesron and you want the whole town to belong to you, you can make it all Kesron City. Hope that's nobody in chat. Meeting must end, no, because we haven't had anybody in there. No. Okay. Well, that's as much as I'm going to do today. And next week I will finish this up. I could go ahead and finish the sidewalk though. That's not a big deal. Try to keep them where the little curb thing goes up. That'll make it look very even. And they have to get closer together as they go up. Just like the railroad tracks, which is why we did the railroad tracks. If you didn't do the railroad tracks, it's not going to make much sense to you. Why is it getting closer, Miss Fleming? I don't know. I guess you would have had it on the railroad tracks. Then you could do the little line at the curb that goes down. And I'd line it up with the line on the sidewalk. And you see, we can't even see it at this point. And I'll put something out here. And I'll put some windows. Or maybe I'll make a big advertisement for somebody over here. So we have Butler Auto Repair. We have Zion's Building. We have Blake Salon. We have the law offices of Thaw, Woods, and Murphy. We have Gazelle's Art Gallery. We have Tatum Garage. Wonder if it should say, just says Q's. I bet that's what it's known by, is Q's, you know. It wouldn't even say Tatum. They just say, I live at Q's, you know, down the street here, right down from the Gazelle Art Gallery. Okay, going to stop for today. We will take this up again next week. We should work on getting to this point. He will load these to 2, 4, and 8, and you all will see it.
Bye.
Bye.